The Tennessee Volunteers, they have their quarterback. The foundation for this 2025 class is set, but Josh Heupel and his staff got a lot more remaining on the board. In this video, we're going to break down Tennessee's recruiting class. But first, Tennessee fans, do me a favor. Jump on board the On3 Recruit channel. Hit subscribe. We're talking Tennessee recruiting all cycle. Go ahead, hit subscribe. All right, let's bring on two GOATs. I got with me On3 Steve Wiltfong and Chad Simmons. Now, guys, look, Tennessee right now currently sitting outside the top 10. Last cycle, they finished at number 13. So I want to know, does Tennessee have the juice on the trail to finish top 10 this cycle?
Well, they're in on the right names if they want to make a run for the top 10 recruiting class. Guys like David Sanders Jr., Andrew Babalola. The Vols are trying to sign a special offensive line class this cycle. Trey McNutt, a safety from Ohio. Bo Jackson, a running back from Ohio. There are a lot of blue chippers that are keeping an eye on Tennessee right now that are going to continue taking visits there this summer.
Yeah, they're in on Jamie French and many other playmakers too, obviously. I think they're in the right spot, like you said, Steve, with the heavy hitters, 5 stars, 4 stars, top guys to get involved with.
All right, you guys hit on it. You talked about offensive line a little bit. And last year, they made a major run at Jordan Seaton. Didn't work out. This year, it's David Sanders. He's the prize for Tennessee. I gotta know, though, do you think Tennessee has a real shot at landing the #1 offensive tackle in America?
The simple answer is yes. They're very much in the mix, Josh. I mean, you probably agree, Steve, I think, with that. We talked about him before, obviously, with Georgia, Clemson, Ohio State. But Tennessee's right there, a major school there. I think position of need probably starts with the offensive line at Tennessee, from David Sanders to Juan Gaston to Jalen Matthews. You mentioned Andrew Babalola. You know, they're in for some top offensive linemen, and that's a big need. That and D-line, I think, are 1 and 2 for them in this class this cycle. They're very much involved with David Sanders.
He's made some rounds this spring: Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, Ohio State. He has officials coming up with them, South Carolina, but Tennessee, they still have their 2 visits, an unofficial in April and then the official visit in June. Feels a great connection with that coaching staff. I think Tennessee absolutely is very much in it for David Sanders Jr., and anyone projecting a school for him right now, I think, is premature, because I could still see him ending up at a few different places.
All right, lots of recruiting left, but it's starting to heat up in the spring, and then we know what happens in the summer. What do you guys think, though, Tennessee must accomplish in the 2025 cycle?
Well, I like the way that Tennessee's been recruiting on the defensive side of the football, and for them to continue to add difference makers in that front 7, I think is key for them as they continue their trajectory as a program. When you look at the teams that compete for an SEC championship year in and year out, they're typically really good at quarterback, and I love the way that Tennessee has recruited that position under center, but they need to continue to land difference makers year in and year out in the front 7 that can play championship level football. That's how they will continue to make the next steps in the sport.
Yeah, all about the trenches, I think, to finish out this class. But then you got to look in state, too. Cameron Sparks, Raydarius Jackson, guys that want to play with a guy like George McIntyre to make big plays on the skill positions as well. So I think if you start at home, you just got Ethan Utley last week. You want to get Cameron Sparks. You want to get Jackson from Memphis. I think you'll go there as well.
All right, Tennessee fans, let's talk about it. Is this a top 10 class this cycle? Let me know, comment section below. Who's your most important recruit for Tennessee this cycle? Comment section below. Thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed that, go check out the hundreds of videos that we have on this channel, and also do me a favor, hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel.